Welcome back, hustlers. We're talking all things George versus everybody, y'all. The Aku pop-up challenge and elimination. Stay tuned because it's coming up next.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, things stopping, hey, popping, and little things stopping, hey. Got an option, hey, do it, hey, do it. Why does T.I. always give us like a good little banger though? Like he always got a good banger.
He really does. T.I.
Welcome back, AfterBuzzers. We're here talking everything Grand Hustle Season 1, Episode 2, the pop-up challenge, y'all. So we're gonna get into everything, y'all. George versus everybody, the whole house, the Aku pop-up challenge, and all the elimination drama.
Yes.
But first, before we get into all of that, you guys, ladies, let me introduce myself. I'm your host, Kayla Renee, and I'm not by myself though.
Whoop whoop. I'm Pietra Elise. Everyone, you know where to find me. Pietra Elise TV on everything, every social media.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl, Shells Yvette.
Hey guys, it's Shamari Hartzog, and I'm back at the second episode. I missed first episode.
Yes, welcome
back.
Yes, welcome back, Shamari. So, ladies, what were your overall thoughts on this episode? We already looked second episode, and it's just crazy and crazy and crazy.
It was nothing but dysfunction from Elise
Amen.
Team Hustle.
Yeah.
I mean, actually on both parts. There was a lot of dysfunction this episode, and I am really tired of Howard.
George.
Not
Howard.
no name.
Howard University.
And I was like confident too. Like Howard. I'm tired of George. That's
Probably because
why
we've been talking about HBCUs.
Okay,
all
that's
day.
yeah.
No, I was getting really tired of George, so I'm not gonna lie. He's so like demanding, and he's so just like he takes charge, but in a way that just kind of like just makes everybody upset.
Yeah.
So
Pietra, what'd you think?
You already know, like, I don't like him personally. I just feel like he should have been eliminated. Like,
I agree.
He really should have been eliminated because I don't feel like he's a team player, and I honestly feel like he's there for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
So I was over this episode.
George is like an annoyance now. It's like it's like a little fly buzzing in your ear. It's like
I mean, it's like almost like that's his goal. He goes into every
Definitely.
situation and finds a negative.
Yes.
We're gonna set you guys up, but while we getting set up, like
like you questioning everything.
yes,
Exactly.
I think what did it for me was when he was walking through the house with that robe. I'm like, George, if you don't sit down somewhere,
He thought he was the boss.
Who
He thought
are
he was
you?
T.I. He thought he was T.I. But no, my overall thoughts, I was here for Jonathan and his whole facial expression.
like
No,
that.
yeah.
I actually do.
Jonathan.
I
I like
like
Jonathan.
him. He's representing for the host. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Yep.
And he's about his business. I do feel like he's going to be one of the finalists.
I
For
agree.
sure.
Yeah.
I see that in his future.
Him and Sierra. I think Sierra's gonna make
Sierra?
it.
You think
Yes, I thought Sierra was really good.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little on the fence, only because this was kind of our first time seeing Sierra. Like, we
Exactly.
didn't really see her last episode,
yeah,
so
we
it's like, this
true.
is kind of like the first time
She
of
doesn't-
seeing her in a strong point.
she doesn't stand out. And I do want to say shout out to Jonathan. He always shows us love.
And Jonathan.
Yeah.
Like,
Shout
yeah.
out to you guys.
Jonathan and Jonathan always show us love on social media.
Yeah.
So shout out
Good.
to you guys. This was a really great episode. Just wanted to kind of throw that in there.
Yeah.
Shout them up and shout them out.
You guys did
Hopefully
great.
they come on soon, y'all.
I know,
Come
right?
on.
It's a come.
That was a hint. So
I know, right?
Come on.
Plug.
Exactly.
No, but yeah, I'm like, Sierra kind of did her thing this episode because she was the leader, but
She
yeah,
was.
I'm like, I wouldn't give her like the strong
I'm
point
not
just
giving her
yet.
that. Honestly, I don't even know how they came up with that as far as choosing
for her to
as
be
a
the
leader.
yeah, I don't know how
I
they
mean,
did that either.
maybe they were just trying to, alter it around so
Yeah.
that the attention is on her. But I don't feel like she did much as a leader.
She was so quick to call herself the leader too. Me. Okay.
She was like,
okay.
yes,
But you somebody take charge, just take an initiative.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
And I'm actually ready to see a woman really step it up because most of them outside of is it Javi?
Javi.
Javi, the only one that kind of gives like that alpha type of personality, but everybody else is kind of standing back. And I'm ready to see somebody, a strong woman, come forward and say, "This is why I'm here.
Right.
This is what I'm trying to do."
But you know what? I do feel like it's a lot to do with the editing.
That's true.
Because
True.
I feel like everybody came in tough, like ready to go. You never know. The episode that we seen today may have been like a challenge that they did like the last season. I don't know. Something.
Yeah.
You just never know how
The
like
order
the
of how they-
the
yeah.
editing is. Because she was real chill this episode. We
I was
didn't
about
see
to
much
say,
of
I'm a
her.
little disappointed. I'm like, because
Yeah.
the first episode, we was already like, oop, Javi already got it. She alpha
Yeah.
female, it's going to be her. But now I was like, okay, she took a little step back, and I was like, what's this? Where you at? Thought she was hiding. Like, I didn't know what was going on.
She's gonna pop up.
I think they're trying to just alter. First of all, we have way too many contestants.
I hate a lot.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not even gonna lie. I can't remember which one Javi is.
Javi, she was she's makeup artist. She was a heavier set one.
Oh, with the glitter lipstick.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
And she was good first episode. This episode she was kind of chill, but like I said, I think they're trying to give everybody
a chance to shine, so you can see their personality.
But it's too many. We
is
should have
a
started
lot.
with 10.
Especially like with
10.
Howard, whoever that is.
George.
Girl, if she don't stop throwing shade at this man.
It is so crazy because I'm laughing. I have to go back to it because I was just confident. Like, yes, I'm tired of Howard. And I'm like, who is Howard?
But honestly,
don't he look like a Howard though?
Yes,
like an
yeah,
Uncle Howard. Like,
He definitely does look like.
But
Uncle
honestly,
Howard.
though, like, let's think about it. Without him on the show, he gets on our nerves, but it's something to talk about.
It is.
Because I feel like without him,
we
It
just
would
be
be
talking about
blocked.
Jonathan.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I like Ivan too. Ivan is hilarious.
I know they don't
think he
give
is
him enough.
hilarious.
They don't give him enough
But his
camera
facial
time.
expressions, and then he was like wiping the sweat from his forehead at one point. I was just like, I can't. Well, Ivan, you're hilarious.
I'm just thinking, like, some people, honestly, I just don't see them as winning. Like, I just don't. I'm like, how did you even get cast?
Vanessa's one for sure.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I'm not
speaking of some
sure.
undercover castmates, like, who's Vanessa at this point? Vanessa was the personal assistant, and she's kind of like the token white girl, y'all, if y'all have been kind of staying tuned with the show. I honestly don't see what she has going on yet.
She said, like,
we're
two
already in
things.
second episode, and it's like, I haven't heard her say nothing at all. Was
She
that
said,
when
like,
they were
two
in the
things.
bodega on the first episode? And she kind of was like, what should
I think
we get?
today she said yes.
And then she also said that she was in agreement, I guess, with George.
With George, yeah.
Yeah.
So she said, yes, I agree.
Right. She doesn't really have a voice yet.
That
At least
was
we
enough.
haven't seen it.
Come on, Vanessa, we got to see more from you.
But
But
Bring
you
it.
never know. The underdogs, they come
up,
like
yeah.
in the later episodes.
They
We
better
just have to
hurry
stay
up and bring
tuned.
it.
Yeah, speaking of underdogs, Tehran came through with his Jody outfit on with his
First of all,
with his button-up
he
shirt.
is giving me Tyrese.
He is.
Ain't he?
He
He's
is.
Jody
giving
vibes,
me
huh?
Tyrese. He's selling out the truck the women's outfit. What he was doing on Baby Boy?
And you know what's good about him is that I did not remember him from the first
Nope,
episode,
neither.
but
I didn't
thankfully,
either.
with his oiled up body and
Yes.
shirt open,
He's memorable.
Now I remember who he is.
I was gonna say, was he
No, I
oiled? Because I
remember.
think the only thing he was missing was some baby oil.
I think it was oil, or he was the fashion, or the heat. It was either the
Something.
heat. He seemed a little oiled to me.
But he definitely stepped it up because I did not remember him.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
showed. I didn't
Well, at
remember
least he
him
knew how to model because Tracy Ellis Ross today was just standing
AKA
there.
Jillian.
Jill, right.
I'm like, what is her name?
Jill.
We'll get into that. But before we start into the coup challenge, let's talk about George versus everybody. We kind of briefly talked about it. So George thinks he's like the alpha male of the house. He's been running everything, calling all the shots, got all the opinions, and just will not close his mouth, y'all.
Nope.
So, and everybody, he kind of got put on the spot today, y'all, by Jonathan.
No, he
did.
got put, he got put
The
on
whole
the spot
team,
by
look.
T.I. T.I.
That
was like,
dude.
look,
Yeah.
you better have some points because you about to be out of here.
Pretty
Everybody
much.
called him out. Even when other team players tried to implement a strategy, like I remember Jonathan tried to implement something,
Yeah.
he like shut it out fast.
Yeah.
It's like
Right.
he's not a team player.
No, he's not.
At all.
And then I like the fact that T.I. did call out the fact that he asked who was the weakest link, and he said Jonathan. Now, no matter what your beef is towards somebody, clearly he was not the weakest
wasn't.
link.
And he
Not
called
even
him out
close.
on it too. He was like, clearly you just nominated him to be the weakest link when you knew it was a task to try to get him out the house, but now it like backfired on you.
And then he got really disrespectful in the van. Did he say he's acting like a girl or he's
Yeah,
so
like
Yeah.
that's something
Took it way,
females say or
yeah.
something
Yeah,
like
you
that.
don't-
Like,
you don't
But
do
at
that.
the end of the day, y'all, let's think about it. It is a competition.
It is.
So
That's
what
true.
he's trying to do is get under your skin.
But that's
so
what
you can
Jonathan
hit
said.
him.
Yeah.
So you can hit him or so he can pop off and,
And then
he's
lose
out
it,
here.
and then he's
And
eliminated.
and that
Yep.
house scene gave me like Bad Girls Club vibes.
Ain't it?
Like,
No,
it's like
yeah.
still
Women,
trying to
look.
provoke. So, because you know, on Bad Girls Club you have to hit him. So I felt like he was trying to provoke Jonathan to get to that next level.
And I
in
feel like he
anger.
almost did. Like
He did.
Jonathan was almost at that
And
point.
that's why
Yeah.
I kept saying, I get it. Like, I get it. People was
Yeah.
like, oh, he was doing too much. I'm like, I get it, because if you really like want to knock somebody out and you know you can't to save yourself, it's like, what do you
he
do
said
in
that too.
situation?
Remember, he was like under his breath or something. He said something real slick, like, "Yeah, if he punched me in the face or something like that, he gonna get laid
That's
out or whatever."
That's what
I'm
he
like,
wanted.
okay,
That's
Yeah.
what he wanted.
He did.
But
George
I
is
just
ready
feel
for the
like,
fight.
in general, George, just the way that he like handles situations to me is very female-ish to me.
It is.
It's like
It
you're
is.
arguing with people, like you're just picking fights and then you're like throwing little jabs at people. It's like, yo, that's not women.
That's what I said
Very
last
catty.
episode. It was like George needs to have his own company because he doesn't work well with everybody else trying to like
or,
mesh. You know
like
what I
I
mean?
said, like Jonathan said, he's working all of us, including us, because guess what? He
We
got a
falling for
title
it.
on the show right now. He has a title right now. We're talking about him. So at the end of the
Exactly.
day, that may be his strategy.
I mean,
might
he
be.
already came in like from dope to hope. So now it's like
Yeah, the slogans on point.
Nope.
Like,
Yeah.
hope he goes from nope and goes home. 'Cause
Like
I'm really
Jonathan
tired
said,
of
you
it.
know he always have his slogan on his shirt.
he always
Yeah.
wearing.
He
He always wearing the graphic tees.
And just like we said last week, I'm sorry, like I said last week as well, like Jonathan has that star power.
He does.
I like
He
that
does.
he's
It's that
sticking out
host.
Like
That-
It is that host.
It's that
It is.
host.
Even when they were in their challenge, he was like going out talking to people, bringing them in,
He was.
doing
Yeah.
like some dances. I was like, look at him hosting.
Likable personality, and he has like a business savvy
Yeah.
like mentality. So
Are
I
we
think it's
partial
great.
because he's a host or?
No,
I'm a
I
little-
really,
look, I'm a little biased.
even if he was a teacher, I would be Team Giannis.
Okay.
But honestly, just like I said earlier, I was just like, he is the show.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
honestly,
Him and
like,
George.
Yeah, him
Yeah.
and George.
It's
why
like
I
they
think it
beef.
focused so
I don't
much on
even
their beef.
know half the other people's names.
I know.
I feel so bad because it was like Grace is the teacher, and it was like we barely see any of Grace
And for
anymore.
him to say she was the
MVP. Everybody was like, even I think she was shocked herself.
Yeah.
she was like, oh,
okay.
We
I'll
gonna have to
take
say
it.
that. We gonna have to save that for eliminations, y'all.
Right.
okay, all right.
Let's get into this Aku challenge, y'all. So T.I. challenged both teams. Oh, they're actually split into two teams once again. They had the names of Grand and Hustle. They were split up to I think like 4 or 5, 6 people, whatever. They were all divided. But anyway, they had the challenge to go out and sell T.I.'s clothing, which is Aku. They had to set up a little pop-up shop in the middle of Atlanta, I think on 2 different corners, and pretty much had to hustle to see who could bring back the most money for merchandise.
Yeah.
And so, ultimately, Team Hustle won. That was actually George's team. That was that was
Close.
over our
Got
head.
him
Yeah, it was a
by
close call.
Yeah.
It's what saved him.
But yeah, this challenge, y'all, was all over the place. What'd you guys think about the challenge? Everybody got to think about it like, wait,
Right.
Okay.
Go ahead, Pete.
Okay, so I'll go first. I think the challenge, at least with Team Hustle, right? I think
Yeah.
they had a better strategy on actually getting customers and getting clientele.
Yeah.
The other team, Grand, they were just like standing there trying to figure out, okay, what do we do? And it was just like, go out there and try to get people. And I
Yeah.
also think it messed them up that, Lord, forgive me, her name. Goodness gracious. Oh,
Tracy Ellis Ross?
no. What's her name?
Nikita.
Nikita.
Okay.
Nikita putting the information about the other team's shop kind of just like messed them up too. But honestly, even if that wasn't there, I still think they would have been in the same boat because I don't think they really were advertising. They weren't really trying to bring people
And
over.
you know
I
what's
get you.
funny is because I'm very partial. When I was watching it, I don't know why. I'm just this way. I would rather go inside of a pop-up shop than to
Right.
go to
I see.
that part too.
I don't know why.
Same.
I would walk
It
past
just seems
that.
more legitimate to me.
Yeah.
I would be like, oh, it's a store. Then it's a pop-up shop, man.
The crazy thing about it is, see, I was like in the whole element of like pop-up shops, so I kind of was like, oh, the idea of it being outside, I was like, oh, maybe they are going to get more clientele because they're right there, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like literally on the sidewalk. So I was like, what else can you ask for?
As a consumer, I would walk past that.
I probably, I'm like, I ain't buying no t-shirts off the street. Kind of gives me like yard sale,
Yes.
garage sale
I kind
vibes.
of felt like because of that setup, they had to work
Yeah, a little
harder,
harder.
yeah.
Yeah.
because they actually had to like go out and physically bring people in versus a store. It looks like it belongs there,
Yeah.
Right.
and
So
it's
you
just a
step
part of the
outside
strip,
and, hey, come on
like
over.
like Melrose. Like it's just a bunch of stores. Okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Versus
Yeah.
like, okay, I have to go out and actually find them. But no matter what, I think it was really stupid for her to put that on there, hashtag whatever. Even though she probably didn't know, it's just like it's a competition.
She
so
knew.
every little thing you need to be paying attention to.
Yeah.
And like T.I. said, he said they're going to look at it. They're not going to pay attention to the address. They're going to say, oh, 500 point. I know where that is.
Exactly.
Yeah, 5
Yeah.
points. Mhm.
5 points. I'm sorry. Thank
Yeah.
you. 5 points. I know where that is. They're not even look at the address because they already see that hashtag. They know the general location.
Right.
It's like somebody putting Melrose.
Yeah.
We're
Right.
like, oh, we know where Melrose is. Let's
Or
go.
like the Grove, huh? Like
Yeah.
some random address and it'd be like, oh, the
Yeah.
Grove,
The Grove,
hashtag
okay.
the Grove. Oh,
Yeah.
we there.
We
Like,
at the
But
Grove.
to me, if I see an address and it's a hyperlink, I'm going to press the address. I'm not going to worry about the hashtags. I'm going to go to the address. That's what I
No,
would do.
girl,
if
I
look
don't
at a
even click on no
post.
address.
You
I
don't?
just- no.
Because it's easier. Just the maps pulls up. I go right to it. You know?
It depends,
I
but
get
see,
it.
that was a Twitter. It was a Twitter ad though, so
Right,
you know
so
what I
I
mean.
guess
It
it
wasn't like a
wouldn't
full address.
hyperlink,
If it's
yeah.
like an email and it's like a like a press release or whatever, then you click
Then you
the
can
address
click,
to know
yeah.
where you're
Yeah,
going.
that's
But it's
true.
like a little Twitter thing. I probably would have looked at the hashtag like, oh, the Grove. Okay, we there.
I think this challenge was actually easier than last week's challenge with the water bottle.
yeah, that was way easier.
Yeah.
I think it was easier.
I mean, I think it was more fun too, but also I can't help but to think, I don't know if they're told not to use T.I.'s name, but I feel like
I
that'll
wonder that
bring,
too.
that'll
Yeah, they
bring
didn't mention
traffic.
it. They
Like,
didn't
why
mention
would
it
you
all.
say, oh, T.I. has a new clothing line,
it's probably
whatever.
in the contract because I feel like
It
that would
has
be
to
too
be.
easy. You know what I mean? Because I would have definitely did the same
I
thing.
would've
Like,
said-
you better get this a cool
Or
T-shirt,
I would
T.I.
have been like, we're on T.I.'s competition show.
Yeah.
Like, we need to sell this. But I guess they
That's probably in the
can't.
contract.
But
yeah.
no, they can because that's what Yavi did last time. She said, I'm in a competition show and we have to bring, like, it's a competition and we have to
She
bring
didn't
back
say verbatim
the
what
most,
show it was, though.
Well, not the most so, but she mentioned it's a competition.
That's
So
true.
they
Yeah.
could say, like, it's a competition. We're trying to sell the most clothes. Or we're trying to sell the most T-shirts.
And and then when you're outside, you're working against traffic, you're working against noise,
The weather.
Like the lady stopped and
trying
she
to
was just
think
like,
what-
what's going on? And he's
People
like,
driving.
yeah, he's like, we got clothes here, come in. And she was like, okay, no, bye. See, that's
Right.
that seemed too much.
Yeah. And I
But I
feel
feel
the
like-
location of where the pop-up shop was, it wasn't like there was even traffic happening right there.
They were in the middle of the sidewalk.
Right.
Like, they were, like, in the middle of the sidewalk.
Right.
But I think overall, Team Grand took, like, the ultimate L. You had Tracy Ellis Ross standing on top of the thing.
Looking pissed off,
Like,
though. I mean, she
wasn't
looked
doing,
mad.
like, you could have been up there spinning a sign. You know, the people on the corner
Yeah.
spinning signs or something. Like, I don't know what she was
But
doing
he
up there.
did what he had to do with his shirt open. I feel like he hustled
Jody.
the hardest. Tehran did what he had to do
He did.
for the location. He was just like, listen, I'm going to use what I got to get what I want.
He was
Surely
the only
would've
one
walked
hustling,
over there.
wasn't he?
Yeah,
Like, who
pretty
else?
much.
Like, I only remember 3 or 4 of them.
He
like.
was just I like the fact that besides having his shirt off, he was actually interacting with the customers. It wasn't just like, come here and shop. It was like, actually, yeah, you see this hoodie right here? You could rock it like this. You can
Yeah,
rock it.
that was a
I'm
good-
like, okay, salesman.
Yeah, that was
no,
a
he
good
definitely
strategy.
did
I
that.
want it now.
Yeah, you would look great up in this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Happy hour all over.
Right.
Can't wait to squeeze my tiny self up in this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you guys think about, okay, so Team Hustle, they were the ultimate winners. At the end of the day, they ended up raising $1,589, and Team Grand only raised $992. But I'm like, them raising that much money was so, like, close that it was like, I don't know, because it was so much bickering and going back and forth in the car. They didn't know which merch they wanted to use between the ripped pants and the khakis. Like, I don't know what, it was the jean jackets versus the bombers.
At
Like,
the same time, guys, you have to understand they had an NFL player come in there. He probably spent $500.
That's
or
true.
he probably, who's to
True.
say like everybody's coming there getting like $20 at a time.
And I think they priced their items higher than the other teams because
Yeah,
I
they
heard
did.
him saying $35, but the
Yeah.
other team was like $150
For
So I
jeans.
feel
I was like, ooh,
right,
whoa.
and then people were buying it though.
They was,
so it's
yeah.
kind of like, I mean,
you had to do what you had to do.
Yeah. They're buying it for the name probably more so than anything else.
yeah. But I would think people that know that are T.I. fans or whatever would know that his brand is a coup, you know?
Yeah,
but I
that's
was
true.
just
Yeah.
said.
That's
So-
true, especially if you live in Atlanta.
Right.
You have
Yeah.
to know.
Right.
True.
Speaking of Team Hustle still, though, George talking to this young man about his
no, I
education
forgot that
and his
part.
sports career and
As if
the
his
dad.
father
Like,
wasn't right there.
Yeah, I
like
was
you act like this boy
George,
doesn't have a father figure.
and I
doesn't
don't know why he never said, you know what, I'm good, bro.
Like,
I'm
the little
good.
boy was
Young
kind of,
boy?
I mean,
Yes, because
Yeah.
he was talking to him inside the store,
And then
pulled him outside of the store. We got 15 minutes. We got 10
Yeah.
minutes. But man, you got to get into school and you got.
First,
I'm
he
like,
gave his
you
title.
have 10 minutes.
I'm a business strategist. Okay, that little boy does not care what your title is. He wanted to get this a coup and get on.
He probably
That's
trying to be
it.
respectful. He looked like
he probably
listening,
was. I was about to
so-
say he had to be listening because I like doing during edits and stuff like that. We don't know how long they were actually talking. That he could have been spitting knowledge like.
But he obviously had to be
Respecting
talking for a
your
long
elders.
time because Jonathan kept saying, okay, we got 10 minutes left. We got 15 minutes left. Why aren't you with your team getting stuff together? You've made the sale. What's your motive at this point?
Yeah.
Or they
Like, what
didn't
was
make
he
the
trying
sale.
to
Remember,
do?
the little boy was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah.
I think it was
trying
like
to
the
do?
dad that got something. And hell, the dad walked off. We didn't even know
Right.
the dad went
Dad
at
was
one
in the
point.
car, like, look, come on, when you done.
Like after church. Just,
Hurry up,
let's go.
He did.
Yeah.
But yes, P, let's go ahead and get into our live read for our viewers today.
Okay. Hey, AfterBuzzers. How are you doing? Our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite shows, from from dramas to reality TV, sci-fis, and more. There is no network that works harder to serve your television fans. But we do need your help. We need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube would suggest the content that tailors your needs. You'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. If you're worried about the pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit the subscribe button right now for this channel, and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did so in our comments, and we'll thank you on air. But for now, thanks for being the best fans that you are and for helping us to be the ESPN of our TV talk.
Yes. And if you guys are listening to us on iTunes, go ahead and give us 5 stars also.
Yeah, please. 5 stars.
Yes.
Not 4. 5.
Right.
Do we have our live chat going, and do we have anybody in our live chat? Or?
I don't have live chat up right now, Kayla. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Look. Moving on.
We love you.
Well,
If you're not live chat.
if you are, hello to our hustlers, is it?
Yes, our hustlers.
Yes.
Go ahead and leave some comments, and we'll respond back to those later after our episode.
Yes.
But let's get into these eliminations, y'all. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
I'm so disappointed because I thought it was going to be 2 people to go home. And it was only
I
one.
was too.
Me
But
too.
you know what? Last week I did call it, y'all. I said, you know what? I kind of want the winning team to be safe or something.
Yeah.
And he actually did it this time.
Yeah.
Which was cool, but I wanted
You know,
And
George
like
to
T.I.
go.
was disappointed.
But,
I know.
I knew George wasn't going to go because the price point was in their favor because
Yeah.
they won. But then he brings ratings. You're
He does.
not going to get rid of anybody that
True.
brings the ratings.
But does he bring ratings, or if people are annoyed and over him and turn the channel?
I'm a little
And
annoyed,
he go
but I'm
either
still
way.
watching.
Yeah, he go either way, honestly.
True.
These eliminations are crazy. So we go. First of all, let me pinpoint T.I.'s word of the day. That
Yes,
was
our phrase.
he had 2. We're gonna go with his first word of the day, which was retaliatory.
Retaliatory. T.I.
Which means it was characterized by desire for revenge.
Ooh.
And he used this word only because he was talking to Jonathan and George. Of course, they were going head to head. And of course, you know, T.I. is the seer of all things, and he noticed it and called him out on his business that he had going on. But yeah, this word threw me for a loop.
Retaliatory. Because typically people say retaliate.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
retaliate.
You know,
Retaliation.
It's another adjective.
Tory. I mean, do you think that he just sits back and like reads the dictionary?
I think he has a word
I
of the
kind
day.
of think he do.
And that's,
He has a
like,
word of the
that's
day.
a great thing to do. I need to do it.
We need to do it too.
Retaliatory.
Yeah.
Okay, T.I., you're teaching us a little something.
Yes.
Okay.
He's like Mr. Rogers now.
I know, right? Just missing the sweater.
And so his phrase, y'all, was the worst kind of con man is when you see the con coming. I was like, whoa. I was like, okay. He was really throwing
When
daggers
you
at
see,
George.
let's hear that one more time.
The
I'm trying
worst
to
kind
get
of
it.
con man is when you can see the con coming.
No, you got the worst kind of comment.
Here she
is
goes.
when you can
Accent.
see the con coming.
And then, you know, he does the little
That is
chin
the worst,
right there.
though. I literally had to think about that. That really is the worst.
You use your
see it
retaliatory
coming.
ways. The worst
Come on,
kind.
Wade.
Nah, he was like,
Comment.
who was the weakest link? And he was like, I'm gonna have to go with Jonathan. And then Jonathan was like, he was like, is that a retaliatory?
Right.
He's like, oh my god.
Yes.
That's how he used
Yes.
it. That's how he used it. I was like, oh my god, I almost fell out the seat.
Jonathan's
Wow.
facial expressions during that whole scene was just, it was everything.
Yeah.
But
I
you know what?
mean,
I think these are the reasons why he's gonna be one of the finalists.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
good TV.
already memorable.
Yeah.
It's good TV, good personality, hustler.
And then
all.
what's
Yeah.
is Ivan? The one that
yeah,
has
the funny one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see him going
Messy
a-
boots.
Yeah, I
But
can see him
honestly,
going a little
y'all,
farther.
I feel like I'm not sure who was over the casting, but okay, we know Jonathan. But who's his competition really?
Right. It had,
I think
George
Jonathan.
George.
Look, George and Jonathan,
The
really.
Jonathan.
Yavi.
Okay, Yavi. It could be.
That would be a good
It
one.
would
I
be
don't
down
feel
to
like
like
they-
Jonathan and Javi.
I don't think Javi is even.
What?
Really? She was really giving us like
Girl, you
alpha
didn't
women
see the
last
first
week. Yeah, I was like,
episode.
I mean, I watched the first episode, but I don't know. Maybe I just need to refresh my memory.
And then
I don't
Nikita,
remember
I think she give it.
Nikita going home.
No,
I thought she
Nikita's-
was about to say finalist. I was about to say,
No,
girl.
no.
Yeah,
I mean,
Nikita's gone.
I mean, her
Yeah.
being eliminated. I'm saying I
Yeah.
feel like it was rightfully so.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
ultimately,
Oh, yeah.
you guys, Team Grand, they actually took the L, and they were actually the last group. And you know, pretty much T.I.'s like, who do you guys think were the weakest links? Who do you guys think should go home? The weakest link was actually voted Jillian, who we all called Tracy Ellis Ross because she just, I don't know, who called her that on the first episode.
Ivan.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, wow.
We just stuck with it.
He's-
Sorry, Jillian.
he's
That's your
Shady
name
Boots.
now. Yeah,
He's
he's definitely
Shady
Shady Boots.
Boots.
Yeah.
She got voted the weakest link, but ultimately Nikita was the one who got sent home, y'all. She had
Yeah.
to pack her bags.
But it's so many people that need to be seen.
It was expected, though, wasn't it? Like, I just felt like from the beginning, it was like, Nikita going home.
I mean, she
Yeah.
made a huge social media marketing
Yeah.
mistake. And if you want to
Messed
work
up.
for TI and work in business
You gotta
and
be careful
marketing,
about
you
stuff like
have
that.
to be careful.
And
Like,
the fact that social media is such a big deal right now, especially
Yes.
with business, brilliant idea, but epic fail.
yeah. And then she sent out a blast, I believe.
Yeah, it was a
she did.
huge thing. It was like you tagged all these hashtags. That's like Rihanna coming to LA and we like hashtag New York.
No,
like we like
can't do it. You have
people
to
gonna
be
show up like
Right.
You have
where
to
is
be
this?
careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and plus she doesn't. I don't feel she was even like qualified. Honestly, like she kind of just was too relaxed. She doesn't really take initiative. She doesn't really take
Goes
charge.
back to what I'm saying
Yeah.
with the casting. Going back to what I'm saying. These people
She was kind
are
of
not.
disappointing this episode.
was.
Yeah.
She
These people. I mean, let's think about it. What's the girl? Vanessa? What's her name?
Token white girl? Yeah, Vanessa.
What are these people doing? Like, we don't even know their personality. They're not
No.
even talking.
Yeah.
They're
Like,
not even
forget
making
the
themselves
competition.
relevant.
It's just like I think reality TV today is so like, you know, bad for people or a bad look for people to the point when they sign up for these shows. It's like, okay, we don't want to do nothing to seem like this, but you're forgetting to be genuine, to show us who you are.
Yeah.
If we don't see who you are, we don't see your personality, you're boring. You need to be off the show.
Yeah.
If you guys
What do
had
you
to
bring
guess,
to
what
the
would you say Jonathan's sign is?
Gemini.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm
I'm
Gemini.
not really
but-
good with zodiac signs. Like,
Okay,
I'm not either, but I'm like,
He's
Jonathan.
extra. So I would say Jonathan is. I'm gonna find out tonight on Instagram. So Jonathan, I'm gonna DM you. And
Wait,
ask you
Jonathan or Jonathan?
Jonathan. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I'm like,
Yeah,
it's Jonathan.
I'm gonna DM Jonathan to find out. But if I had to guess, you said a Gemini. What would you say? He's extra.
I don't know.
What's extra mean?
Right.
She must know,
You know
what zodiac
zodiac
sign
signs.
I
extra
do.
mean.
Really? I don't know. He's kind of
Sagittarius?
giving me. I
I
kind
don't
of
think
get.
he's extra.
Cancer? I don't know.
You think he's a? I was about to
Possibly.
say. Look, I was
Why
thinking
do
either.
you know about all these
Right.
zodiac signs?
Because I'm just into it. So
I
I
kind of
Wait,
give
what's your
Cancer
sign?
vibes, but I
I'm
kind of
Pisces.
get
Okay.
get Virgo too because he kind of has that boss mentality. So I'm like, I don't know. But see,
I
we
love
follow him on the
Virgos.
gram, and it's like I don't look. I've
Virgos.
never seen him with a birthday post
I
lately.
would
so I'm
say
like,
I would say Gemini or a Cancer. I would say that.
Gemini, whoop whoop.
I would kind of say possibly a Leo.
No, girl.
Right, there's a lot of options here.
Not
Okay,
a Leo.
Gemini, Cancer.
we got to go through the whole year, y'all, for
Not
this.
a Leo.
But I'll
Yeah.
find out. We'll come back next week and
We'll come back and
revisit
find
that.
out. All right, Shells will provide
Yes,
that
y'all.
information.
So already we are out of Akayla, Brandon, and Nikita, y'all.
Yes.
So we're down to a good 13 contestants already.
Yeah. it's
But
narrowed down
anyway, so let's get into some T.I. trivia, ladies.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun. Look, I will game music. All right, so now since we have our full panel, we'll do a 1-1-1, and then it's a
Sure.
bonus question at the end.
Okay.
So guys, all of our viewers, our hustlers out there, I'm doing all things trivia, so it's just a couple questions that I'm going to ask. And if you guys know the answers, go ahead and put in our chat and leave us a comment with the answers if you think you know them also. So let's go with number one with my J. Lamar boys.
With number one.
So what was the latest film T.I. starred in? Was it A, Deadpool 2? Was it B, Ant-Man and Wasp? Was it C, Sleepless with Jamie Foxx? Or was it D, Get Hard with Will Ferrell?
C.
See, sleepless.
She followed us.
Right, she was late. So I think me and Paige
She's
was
like,
tied.
see.
The funny thing is you guys are all wrong. It was actually Ant-Man and Wasp.
I thought in my mind to say that. So I think I should credit
See?
that one.
Because he was in
Should've
the
said
first
something
one.
different.
We all got it wrong, guys.
Because he was in the first one.
Oh, okay.
We all
right.
got it wrong.
All right, so our second one. Which record label did T.I. first sign to? Was it A, LaFace Records? Was it B, Epic Records? Was it C, Grand Hustle Records? Or was it D, Universal?
D.
A.
D.
A, LaFace. Y'all need to listen to me. I know this.
I'm gonna say D.
What's the option for D?
Universal.
LaFace, Babyface really picked him
I'm
up.
gonna say B. What was
Y'all
B
don't have
again?
to listen
Epic?
to me.
Epic
Let's
Records?
Try it. B.
All right, so Pietra, you are a winner.
All
I'm
right,
trying
let's
to
It
tell
was
y'all.
actually
I
LaFace
gave it
Records.
to her. I just wanted to
can't-
let her have that. I didn't
Oh,
want to,
she wanted-
didn't want to override, you know.
I can't see, but
Are
I
you
couldn't
sharing
see
answers?
Babyface picking him up. That's crazy.
It was actually like a little side
I don't
thing. Like
think
he
it-
started with like some lady, I think named her, and it was like Artista or Artista or whatever.
Arista
and then, yeah,
Records.
Arista, yeah. And then it was
Arista Records. Okay.
and then
makes
it went
sense.
to LaFace. Y'all, okay, so next it's a little easy one. When is T.I.'s birthday?
Oh, I know.
A, January 23rd, B, April 3rd, C, September 25th, or
I'ma
D,
say-
November 6th?
I'm going to say mine last because they looking at me.
I don't think you should
Wait,
play. You already
everybody
got
waiting
your-
for Pietra answers. Like,
I'm
Pietra, you
going
cheating?
to gracefully ball out because I have no idea.
I have no
Sorry.
idea either, but I'm going to
It's-
guess. Okay, what was C again? Because I feel like C was the
September 25th.
I'm going to go with that one.
Yeah, that
Shells?
one's right.
T.I.'s a Virgo?
Here she go with her sign.
Right.
We need to get
Oh
her
my
out of here with
God.
these signs.
Okay. September 25th? Wow, that's interesting.
Is that your answer?
So
No,
she's
I'm just gonna guess. Yeah, see, it's something like that.
It actually is.
fine.
Interesting.
He is actually a Virgo.
I don't know anything about Virgos.
I
I only
do.
know about my sign and the people I'm compatible with.
My mom's a Virgo.
I love Virgos.
What are Virgos?
I love
I just
them.
know
What
what
are Virgos? Isn't like a lot of people compare like Beyonce's a Virgo,
I know
Oprah.
Beyonce.
Like,
No, but
like
Oprah's
all
a
like
Virgo?
I think Billy.
But,
Yeah, I think.
But
like,
what is a Virgo?
The best people in my life are Virgos.
But what
what is the
are they
personality
known
trait?
for?
They're perfectionists. They're very reliable.
Like
they
ambitious.
They're very ambitious. Like
Yeah.
I
See?
feel like you can talk to them about.
That's why.
You
But
can
that's
talk-
what I am too, though, and I'm
That's
married.
what I'm saying.
Thank you.
That's what I am too. So how can you really say? I don't know.
All right, let's get into our little last bonus question. What is T.I.'s net worth, y'all? So is it A, is it 60 million? B, 40,000? C, 150 million? Or D, 50 million?
50 million. The
A.
rest don't make
Yeah, I was
sense.
gonna
The
say
rest
A.
don't make sense.
How much was A?
60 million.
A.
Yeah, I thought A.
Wow, P, what the, like, how do you know all of this? Like, P's actually
Was
right,
she-
so it's
was she
actually
over your
50
shoulder
million.
when you were
I know,
dancing?
I'm like,
But
do
see,
you
that's
actually down? It's actually 50 million.
That's right.
Yes.
So okay, a true win.
But the rest doesn't make sense.
It's only 10 million more.
That's a lot of millions.
Look, that's a lot
She's
of
like,
money.
it's only 10 million.
No big deal. Right? It's nothing.
Not a problem.
Once
It's 10
again,
million.
Pietra is our winner for this week.
Once
T.I.
again.
trivia.
I'm about to do
you
some more
guys.
research.
Just call it trivia. P trivia.
You know what?
P trivia. I was trying to say
PE
trivia.
PE trivia.
Trivia. All right.
Speaking of more things, T.I., let's go to Shamari for our news and gossip segment.
T report.
Yes, yes. Okay, so guys, we definitely have something new that T.I. is going to be in, which is a new movie. It's going to be called Cutthroat City, and it airs sometime soon in 2019. But they're going to be planning like a heist, and it's going to be around the fact that after Hurricane Katrina, and they kind of just like become desperate. So it sounds really interesting.
I love T.I. and a good little
See,
gangster
I
movie.
do.
That was like him and
I
Takers,
do.
and I was
Yes.
here for it.
Oh,
I was
Kind
here
of
for
like
Takers.
Takers a
Yeah.
little bit, kind of just like that whole like
I'm
I'm
anxious
so mad.
now because I like when people have movies about my hometown, but I feel like you have to do it right if you're talking
Yeah.
about Hurricane Katrina or something, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it has to be done right for Katrina.
Yeah. So it should be good.
It did make me
Louisiana.
good. Yeah, girl, I'm a
They
Southern
got some
belle.
good people. They got Terrence Howard, Wesley Snipes. I mean, they got a nice, good group.
Terrence Howard?
Terrence Howard's in there.
It's like, you know what?
Not Lucian.
Me.
Yeah. So that's
Mine.
going to be
Through the
really
May.
good. I'm looking
Terrence
forward to
Howard,
that
mine.
one. Cutthroat City, guys.
Wesley Snipes, y'all.
Wesley.
It's bad, but I'm not gonna tell y'all the last movie I remember that man in.
Blade.
I can't
Boomerang?
either.
No,
No,
he
he
wasn't
was
in
in
Boomerang.
something
It's
else
something
after
like
that
that.
one.
It's an oldie.
What, Jungle?
Wasn't he in something
Jungle
in like some
Fever?
2000s?
Like White Man Can't Jump or something.
I think that was the last movie I seen it too.
Like I'm not lying. I haven't seen him.
Blade would probably like be one of his biggest, right? Wasn't Blade?
Y'all, this
Wait,
is
but when did
bad.
New Jack
This is
City come out?
bad.
Oh, New Jack City. Oh,
Well,
my God, like
yeah.
the 90s, right?
See, I was like, oh look.
But White Man Can't Jump was before that, low key.
Sheesh.
Look, Shelly, you don't know no Wesley
Oh,
movies?
yeah.
No, I do.
She like,
She's laughing, smiling, and just, you
No,
know.
I do, guys. I do.
so what are some?
I didn't.
You said you named them all, right?
I thought. I just. I don't know.
Talking
guys.
all things Wesley now.
Right.
Getting off topic.
Anyway, what else T.I. got going on?
Another thing, last week, T.I. was charged with 3 misdemeanors.
Oh
you know,
my God, T.I.
his
Trouble man.
Come
Always
on.
in trouble, man.
You know, law enforcement and T.I. just don't mix. It just doesn't. But luckily, he's not going to be doing any jail time. And the 3 misdemeanors are for disorderly conduct, simple assault, and public
What
drunkenness.
kind of simple assault, girl?
He always trying to put the paws on somebody.
I think
Southern.
it's a little people thing. I think you try to prove yourself.
How tall? Look, that's
not
another
that
question. How tall is
5'8".
T.I.? Is
Like
he
5'8".
If 5'8",
He's
Yeah.
like my height. Oh, I guess that is.
No,
also
we're
okay.
5'10", 5'11".
I'm 5'8".
Oh, I'm
She said we.
5'10". Because earlier she said we're like the same height.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, she's 5'10". I'm 5'10".
T.I. has to be 5'6". I wouldn't even give him.
No,
8.
he like
Really?
Then
Yeah.
I think Tiny makes him look like he's taller just because
Tiny
she's so
is
short.
little.
I'm just saying makes
Oh, I
it look
see.
because of the difference, but I
That's
think
true.
he, you know.
T.I.
let me see.
T.I. did say trouble man, always in trouble man. Worth about
You
100
right.
grand.
But at the end of the
That
day,
bail is gonna be
Bars.
100 grand. Huh?
Bars.
You know what?
well, he's
He's
worth
making up for
50
the trivia.
million. So
He's making up for the trivia right there.
Right?
Yeah. So, and these 3 misdemeanors, guys, this kind of stemmed from his arrest back in May with his issue with the
be
security guard.
knowing.
So
he's 5'8".
5'8".
Somebody wrote that, an intern.
To be honest, a lot of people are
It's on
a lot shorter.
Wikipedia. You can edit it.
Yeah. I'm going to go change it to 5'6" right now.
Yeah, but he is small, y'all.
He is. And then he's like...
But you have to understand, he's still in Atlanta, so
That's true.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff going on in ATL.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
going back to these jail cases, y'all, I really hope the best for like T.I. and Chris Brown. It honestly seems like them two are like seriously pinpointed
targets.
always like with the law. Like they always try to get them for something. Like
They do. And they always blow it up to be like
Yeah.
even worse than what it was. It's
But
just like,
I mean,
come on.
we know what's up though, so
that's true.
doesn't matter.
T.I. got them hands. Like he ready to pop off.
King of the South, baby.
Well, speaking of that, before we wrap everything up, let's get into some quick predictions for next week.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Real fast. So the quick preview is that next week they're doing like a launch little team mixer thing or whatever for a launch pop up for all of the Grand Hustle.
A party, right?
Yeah, the launch party. Sorry, thank you for the correction. So the two teams are gonna be split up, and already we see T.I. popping off on a group. So I'm already like, I'm here for it. And he was saying is and everything. Is you is or
I'm
is you
here
ain't.
for it. Like I'm so here for it because one thing I do love about T.I. is although he's this superstar and this celebrity and worth all this money, he's a businessman, but he's also real.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I heard him say recently in an interview, I don't want to be anybody's role model. I'm a real model. And I think that's what it's about. I think that's what it's about because we can still see him make mistakes and be a person and not be superficial. I love it.
Yeah, Shells, what do you think?
I think that we are going to see more pop-off-ish from Jonathan.
We are.
Girl, that's understood. We know that.
Definitely between him and George, for sure. I'm thinking Jill is on like her last string.
Oh, she's
like,
going
Jill
home.
She might be the next one to go.
Yeah, she just doesn't have it.
But I think last week we saw some of that. I think we saw her get into it with someone on an episode.
Wasn't it like her and Akela? They were like going.
Yeah,
I think it was between
her.
them.
But we need that for this show because it's kind of a little dry.
Right,
I'm kind of ready to see the females kind of.
Yeah,
like
we need
That's why I'm saying like people come into reality TV thinking like I don't have just be you. It's okay.
Yeah.
Real people have conflict.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Speak your mind. Say what you have to say.
I agree.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in to our Grand Hustle
Thank
after
you.
show.
Yes.
All the hustlers. You guys can find me on Instagram at @the_only_Kayla Renee.
And you can find me at Pietra Elise TV.
And you can find me at Shells Yvette. That's Shells with a C, Yvette with an E. Shells ends with a Z. Shells with a C ends with a Z.
All right.
And lastly, guys, you guys can find me at Shamari Hartzog on Instagram.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.